Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to day two. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, on day two of Carlos Wins, I may change it to, I don't know, maybe Carlos Winning or something. I don't know. I'm still working on what my name is going to be. I'm sure throughout the year, I will come up with a catchy name that I like. But welcome to today's video. Today we will be talking about, oh man. So my number one challenge this year, first of all, let me get my morning let me get my morning scream out the way. Yeah! You got to get that out of you. You got to get that. You know, this guy, I think I got to remember what his name is, but I know his last name is London. Man, this young brother, man, is killing it right now on YouTube. And basically what else he's saying you need to do is just post a video every day and basically talk about what you're going through, your daily struggles, your finances, how you're doing on your job and things of that nature. And your channel will grow. And I think has inspired so many people. There was this lady, DoorDash, I think it's DoorDash. She created her channel blew up and went viral, pretty much kind of the same similar way. And I think that their content pretty much connects with a lot of people, and those people that are on YouTube that are wanting to get out of the rat race, get out of the hustle and bustle, and start making money on YouTube. So man, these people are blowing up really fast, and I'm really excited for them. I'm excited for myself as well. I guess, as you know, this is a new channel as well. And also I guess I'm considered a small content creator, but yeah. So these guys are really killing it, and this guy London, this brother does this. I mean, his excitement is just it's infectious, as they say, But today's video, I want to talk about day two of my video. I want to talk about consistency. My goodness. When I tell you, it is very, very, I don't know. I'm sure you have been in situations where you start the new year off and you have these goals in mind. And as soon as you start on that goal, man, everything starts to pull you in different directions. So in years past, I have started the year off doing fasting. And when I tell you, when I first started, man, it was such a struggle. I would start my year off just eating vegetables and drinking water, lemon water. I'm actually drinking warm lemon water right now. But when I start the year off eating, when I tell you, every commercial, I mean, everybody around me seemed to just be so committed to just not eating right. It was just the craziest thing in the commercials, the Dunkin' Donuts, and man, it was just like, wow, it's like you could just tell with starting a fast or starting something new in the first of the year, just how consumed we are with commercials and just unhealthy eating. I mean, it is just ridiculous. And it's only when I see now the value of fasting or just refraining from doing certain things over a period of time, because it does give you the ability to see why we are the way we are, why we're not successful, why we're unhealthy, why we don't have no spiritual life. Is because of all of the distractions that we go through in the course of a day. And I'm gonna tell you, I actually wrote some things down, some tips on how to really stay consistent in 2025. So get a pen and some paper and write these tips down. I'm gonna go through them very, very quickly. I think I got maybe 10 more minutes on this video. I'm gonna go through them very quickly, and hopefully they are a blessing for you in your life to get you to where you need to go as it relates to your goals for 2025 and beyond. So get some paper and pencil and write these down, or you can just go back and watch this video again. And what I'll do is I'll leave these in the description of this video as well, so you can just basically copy them and actually put them in your notes or in your phone and kind of go through them. I would say go through them daily, just to stay abreast, or at least weekly, to stay abreast on these things to look out for, and to ensuring that you stick to. So let me go through those really right quick. How to be more consistent on YouTube and in life. That's going to be the title of this video. All right. So the first, number one, lack of clear goals. Man, definitely you have to be clear with your goals and goal setting, because if you aren't you really have to be very specific. I hope I'm saying this word right. In your goals and setting your goals. And so my solution to lack of clear goals is write down clear and simple objectives. Start with 3 simple goals per day. And so I read this book that kind of talks about goal setting, and how if you could just set up 3 small goals that you want to accomplish every day, and prioritize those 3 goals, that those small 3 goals a day will give you the small wins that will keep you motivated in being consistent with writing down your 3 goals a day. So my number one thing when it comes to not being clear is to just start simple with just three simple goals a day. Let me give you an example. It could be anything. It could be, okay, 3 goals a day. I'm gonna brush my teeth. I'm going to I'm gonna make coffee. And at the end of the day, I'm going to take 20 minutes to read a book. It could be something as simple as that. And then the next day you want to start with 3 other, you want to continue to just build on those. And that'll help you a lot in terms of, with, again, gaining those small wins and being able to stay consistent with whatever your goal is. All right, so 2, poor time management. Oh my goodness. Poor time management. And these 10 hit me so hard because they're so true. Procrastination and missed opportunities. So my solution with having poor time management is that you should develop a structure and schedule to allocate time effectively. What my wife suggested I do was to use my calendar on my phone. So that's something that we all have. That's something that we all walk around with every single day, is our phones. But inside our phones, preferably iPhones, there's so many tools that we walk around with that we don't use every day. I don't know if you feel me on that, but I know for my phone, there's so many things. I know my daughter has a planner that she uses for college. Shout out to Amaya Janae. Definitely go over to her channel, Amaya Janae, and let her know that I sent you. But there are so many tools that you can use to help you to stay consistent. And she suggested that I use my calendar on my phone and using my Gmail as well. And she said, just start with the goals you have today. Once you finish today, then write in tomorrow and the next day and just build on it that way. and building your calendar out. And once you've gotten, she says, once you've gotten so far, you could just continue to build it and follow it each day, and set a time that you're going to check your calendar too. That is that's another good tip, is to say, okay, it's going to be at 12 o'clock every day or 1 o'clock every day, and set that reminder on your phone as well to remind you to look at your calendar every day. So utilizing the tools, calendars, planners, things like that will work very well, especially digitally, help you with dealing with poor time management. Let me move on to number 3, fear of failure. Oh my God. Fear of making mistakes or falling short. Man, a lot of us are just afraid to fail. I think that when you set a mark or set a goal, and you're looking to be consistent, and you year after year fall short, it does something to you, man. It really does. It really it kills the fire. It sets the fire out very, very so much, to where it's like, man, you think about doing it and you think, well, man, last year I tried to do this and it didn't work. Or, you know, I've been doing this for over 5 years, saying that I'm going to work out, that I'm going to eat right, that I'm going to, you know, stop smoking, or I'm going to go to church or hang around different people. And by the time you get to, some people, just as soon as you get out of a month or a week, you already back doing what you was doing before. You know, it's so easy to go back into your comfort zone of doing what you used to do. It is the easiest thing to do, to go back. It is the hardest thing to do. It is the hardest thing to do, to start something new. Whew. It is the hardest thing. But the reward is always on the other side. I tell you, once you get to working out, you're going to feel better. You're going to look better. Your mind will be more clear. It's like, and we know the reward. We have experienced the reward of being consistent with certain things. I mean, if you're consistent with going to work every day, you get that check at the end of the week or 2 weeks. You know, that's, you know, we've experienced being consistent. But a lot of times, in those areas where we really need to be consistent with ourselves, we're not. And that's something that definitely we should try to strive to work on for 2025 and beyond. So what I have for number 3 is to embrace failure as part of growth and learning. Is to look at, okay, all right, last year I said I was going to do a video a day, right? And by the time I got into day 4, my car broke down, my daughter got sick, so many things started happening to where I had to basically put my attention into those things, to where when it came back to me actually getting back to being consistent with what I was doing, I just didn't go back. You know, I just figured I'd do it again next year, maybe, you know. And once the next year came, the feeling that I felt of disappointment in myself with not being able to complete that goal is still with me. So what you have to do is embrace that feeling, embrace that feeling, and channel it into fueling you to be sure that no matter what, even if you miss today and you miss tomorrow, that the third day you're going to not only make up for the first 2 days that you missed, but you're also going to just stay consistent from that point on. It's like, even if you fall short, don't waste any time. Don't get caught up in your feelings about it. Go ahead on and start the next day fresh and get out there and get it done. You know, get back on that horse and get back to riding it again, dude. You know, and that is you looking at, okay, I didn't do it last year, but I'm going to do it this year. I'm not looking back, I'm looking forward. I'm looking into tomorrow, next year. I'm looking into the future in terms of what my capabilities are. Because I tell you, as long as the Creator wakes you up in the morning, it's an opportunity for you to accomplish whatever goals you have set. So, look at it from a positive standpoint as opposed to looking at the negative, and always know that you are capable of accomplishing whatever you set your mind to do. All right. So number 4 is overwhelm. Trying to do too much at once can lead to burnout and quitting. That is so true. You can have your goal, you can have so many things set. Okay, I'm going to work out. I'm going to eat right. I'm going to wake up at 5 o'clock every morning. I'm going to write a journal. I'm going to read my Bible. I'm going to go walking. You can have all these things set up and really and get started with it, and just start feeling overwhelmed with so much, because the pressure of making sure that you get everything done each day, man, that could be it could feel over time, it could feel overwhelming, So my solution to dealing with that overwhelm is to break tasks into smaller, manageable steps. Meaning, instead of, like I said, starting with 10 goals, just start with 3, and 3 a day. 3 simple, actionable steps a day, and grow from there. I think once you start with those 3 and they're simple, and you are consistent with doing those over a period of time, it'll become just it'll become first nature to be able to do after that. All right, so let's move on to number 5, and we're moving along in this video. I only have but so many more minutes to go. All right, so number 5 is lack of discipline. Oh, man, like I said, these are heavy, but lack of discipline. And this is just when you haven't really grew up, or have never really lived, or have never really been in a structured environment. That is key. When you have not been accustomed to being in a structured environment where you get up every day at the same time, you do the same things every day, which most people haven't really experienced that unless you're in the military, then you're just, a lot of people just, they get up when they get up, they go to sleep when they go to sleep, they eat whenever they, there's no structure at all. And I think that is another reason why most people aren't successful. It's why most people, especially in our country, aren't winning. It's because there's no structure. So my solution to dealing with lack of discipline is to build habits that reinforce discipline over time. Start with, I think your phone is a great tool. I tell you to use to start, is a great tool to use to start that process. Writing down a to-do list, that's a great way of starting it out, with just structuring your days out, is say, okay, simple actionable things, not, like I said, just basic things like when I'm going to wake up, when I'm going to eat, when am I going to, and when am I going to go to bed? Like things like that. Like start with just writing those things down, setting alarms on your phone so that you, as reminders, or you could just use the reminder tool within your phone to remind you, okay, all right, so at 4 o'clock, my alarm will go off, and that's when I'm going to eat lunch, or dinner, or, that's when I'm going to read for 20 minutes. So what I would suggest you do is to, build habits that reinforce discipline over time using the tools that you have. All right, so number 6, negative self-talk. Oh, these are so good. This is that self-doubt and inner criticism that we give what we do to ourselves over time. It's like, man, I'm not gonna make it today, or man, I don't think I'm going to reach that goal today. I don't think I'm gonna be able to go to the gym today at all. I doubt if I even make it there on time. It's that type of talk. That's that negative self-talk. My solution to that is to practice positive affirmations and focus on your strengths. Wow, daily affirmations are so powerful, and you can find those on YouTube as well. You could just type in daily affirmations and basically listen to those every day. That is a great way to start focusing on dealing with the negative self-talk, is putting something into your ear gate that you'll continuously hear throughout the day, is what these affirmation videos really do for you. So that is my solution to dealing with negative self-talk, is to find daily affirmations, either write them down and speak them each day, or find you a video on YouTube and listen to that every day in dealing with countering negative self-talk. And if you're getting any value from this video, definitely hit the thumbs up and comment below and let me know some things that you actually have implemented into your life to help you deal with accomplishing your goals for 2025 and beyond. All right, so number 7 is lack of accountability. Oh man, this one is a big one, man. When we're out here doing things, we are, most of the times, we're by ourselves. We are by ourselves doing these things. I know with me, with creating this YouTube channel, it's just me. I don't have a staff. I don't have a team. I just use my cell phone, and that's it. Like, I don't have there's nobody with me helping me to be more accountable. And it has been, if I look at a lot of things I've dealt with in my life and things that I've done with starting different businesses, starting new careers, working out and things like that, a lot of those, in a lot of those times, I didn't have anybody. I didn't have anybody to help, to motivate me, to call me every week, or to call me every day, or call me every month to check in, to ensure that I'm sticking to whatever my goals were. And what I would suggest that you do is, for 2025 and beyond, that you find what I wrote down here, find a buddy or a mentor. A buddy or a mentor. You need to find a buddy or a mentor in 2025 to help you accomplish whatever that goal is that you're. Now, don't go and find your cousin who you can't find for weeks and months. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, find someone who really cares about you and your success. Let them know what you're trying to do, and just let them know, like, hey, I don't care how you say it, but check in on me on the regular to ensure I'm reaching my goals for this year. Call them, tell them what your goals are, and just tell them, like, hey, just call me randomly and help me, check in on me to ensure that I'm actually reaching the goals that I have set. And as it relates to a mentor, it comes down to how important that goal is to you, like how important it is to you. And if it's something that's very, very important to you, and the results of you staying consistent and disciplined and reaching your goals is the intent, then be sure that person spend the money. I'm just gonna go on and say it. I'm just gonna, this YouTube channel is all about just keeping it real. So I'm just gonna keep it real with you. Spend the money. Spend the money. Pay someone a few dollars to check in on you and hold you accountable. Spend the money. So often we are so bent on saving, not wanting to spend the money and be cheap. But we're still stuck in the same, we find ourselves year after year still stuck in the same positions, in the same role, at the same jobs. So spend the money, you know, call them, hey, I have $20 or $10 or whatever. Like, spend the money and invest in a mentor. So let me move on. This video, wow, this is 27 minutes. All right, so let me, I'm almost done. I think I have 3 more. All right, so number 8 is distractions and lack of focus. Man, we are living in the digital age where your phone, whew, man, it's a powerful tool, but it actually, it can be your, what's the word, detriment. I think that's the word. Man, your phone is, man, my daughter says she has deleted her TikTok maybe 3 or 4 times. Man, TikTok and these social platforms, a lot of these social platforms, man, can be such a distraction, man, to where you'll never stay focused. I think it'll eat at you so much with just binge watching things on TikTok to where you don't even really realize, but your attention span just becomes like that much shorter, you know? So my solution in dealing with that is be bold. Go ahead on and delete those apps off your phone. If it's going to put you in a place where you can then focus on what you need to get done, delete them. Delete TikTok. I hate to say for a period of time, at least, you know, delete these things out of your life for a period of time so that you can get into a consistent routine of actually accomplishing whatever that goal is that you have set out. So I have, as a solution to distractions and lack of focus, is to create an environment for focus, is my solution. All right, so number 9, I'm almost done. I was gonna have 2 more left. Number 9 is unrealistic expectations. Woo. Man, like I said, I wanted this video to be short, but man, these are just so good. Unrealistic expectations. I don't know if you feel me on that one, but for me, when you operate in this space of expecting immediate results, you're setting yourself up to fail. You really are. Just because with anything, it takes time. With anything, it takes time. So you have to know that. So my solution to that is to set realistic milestones and celebrate small wins. That's pretty good. Yeah. So set realistic milestones. So start with, in your goal setting, things that if you spoke it to someone else, that they will believe that goal is obtainable. You know what I mean? So like, okay, I'm going to start. Well, a good example would be setting a goal to save $50 a week. So I'm going to save $50 a week and put it into my savings. $50 a week. That's something that's realistic and something that if you say it to someone that I'm going to set that goal, they would feel that that's a realistic goal that you can reach, you know. And don't get me wrong, setting large goals are great as well. Just to, you know, they say, you know, shoot for the moon, and if you don't land on the moon, you can fall amongst the stars. You know what I mean? Which is a powerful quote, and it's so true. You can set that type of goal, but if you're going to set shooting for the moon, make sure that your daily steps are realistic enough to where you'll be able to reach that goal. You know what I mean? So for me to get to the moon, I need to be an astronaut. So if I'm going to be an astronaut, then I need to go through all the processes that astronauts go through for me to accomplish that goal of flying to the moon. You know what I mean? So that's just an example, but yeah, set realistic expectations and celebrate those small wins. Have a little party every time you accomplish that goal. I know for me, I don't know if you watched my last video, but after I posted my last video, I posted the New Year's Eve countdown as well. And when I tell you, when I posted that video, I was just so excited. I was just so, it was just like, it was a celebration, because here it is, New Year's Day, and I'm actually being able to post my first video. And I just did a little, I did a little dance, just to celebrate. So celebrate the small wins, all right? So let me move on to my last one. I don't want to take up too much more of your time. Thank you so much. If you're at the end of this video, you've gotten to 10 with me. Thank you so much for taking the time to check in, to, learn some ways you can go about being more intentional with reaching your goals for 2025 and beyond. All right. So number 10 is no intrinsic motivation. And what that is relying too much on outward, external people or things as your motivation. I think that for me, what's been great for me is I guess, and it might have started with me at a young age, I have always been able to motivate myself. Like, I've always been able to speak to myself and getting up, like, all right, get up. All right, go take a bath. All right, you going to work out? All right, go ahead. Let's go. That I think is more of a coach. Like, I've been able to coach myself. And I think that what it takes is you actually stepping out of who you are and becoming the person you need to be to accomplish whatever goal you have set out. If you needing that pep talk and there's no one around you, then become the person that you need to get the job done. Oh man, that's really good. Become the person you need to be to get the job done. Become the person you need to be to get the job done. We're at 35 minutes on this video, and thank you again for watching. But that will probably be the number one thing. And if you stayed here to the end, then you got this. And that is this goal, this right here is probably the biggest. Become the person you need to be to get the job done. Man, become that coach, become that nutritionist, become that personal, that fitness, that personal trainer in the gym. Become that spiritual leader by consuming as much information as you possibly can in that area, and then motivating yourself using the checklist that you have, using the calendar that you've created, using the people that you have around you, using the tools that you've set up in place for you to accomplish that goal, along with you speaking to yourself every day and motivating yourself to get it done. And I promise you, you will be successful in setting your goals and reaching those goals that you have set for yourself. So thank you so much for watching this video. Definitely, if you are getting any value from this content, definitely hit that like button, and definitely watch the next video that I have that I'm pretty sure is going to be packed with value as well. And definitely enjoy your day. We're at 37 minutes, and I just want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video. Thank you again, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Carlos Wins. I'm out.